Hey everyone, welcome to Magic Time. I'm on my patio. Look at my sexy yellow hose. This is real shit, you know? This is real shit. This is unfiltered, unfined wine time. I have two absolutely scintillating single vineyard Cabernets from Rivers Marine. My last review was the Napa Cab. It's a combination of different vineyards put together. Rivers Marie, of course, is Thomas Brown's personal project. Beautiful build out up in Calistoga. Their winery is gorgeous. Their tasting room. Book a tasting up there, guys. If you want really polished, wonderful Cabernet, seek out Thomas Brown's wines. And, you know, Rivers Marie is something that's not going to be in a retail shop. These two wines I'm about to taste, they're like 200 cases. In fact, both of these vineyards are 2-acre blocks. One which is in St. Helena, one which is in Oakville, which happens to be, I think, my favorite district, Oakville, but we'll taste both. This is the 2021 Rivers Marie Vidovich Lane Vineyard, which is a new vineyard that Thomas Brown is working with. Vidovich Lane. It's a 2-acre block that's like directly east from Beckstoff or Dr. Crane, which that area in West St. Helena is so good. All the vineyards around there are amazing. I mean, Dr. Crane obviously is one of the best vineyards in Napa Valley, but all the surrounding vineyards are really, really, really great. When I used to work at Deldado, we had a vineyard parcel that we worked with. We called it St. Helena Mountain, which is very close to that site as well. And it's always churned out like such good wine year after year. It's like the highest rated wine of Deldado's history. That little western block in St. Helena next to Dr. Crane is amazing. This is a small block. They make 210 cases of this wine. Once again, 2021 Rivers Marie Vidovich Lane Vineyard. This is from St. Helena. As you'd expect from a warm district up there in western St. Helena, this is jet black. This is the darkest of dark. I mean, this is Cabernet at its like dark coal black. I mean, it is the core of darkness. Almost every wine I've ever tasted from up there has a deep richness of blackberry and currant and creme de cassis liqueur. I mean, it is like cassis land. This wine, as I mentioned, purple, dense in color, 2021, small crop vintage, concentrated wines, decently warm summer. It is a really good vintage. The wines are scoring bodacious scores. God, this wine's packed with blackness. I mean, it's like liqueur. This is like dark berry, brambly shit. There's like a cat fight nearby, as I enjoy. Brambly goodness, mulberry, blackberry, gobs of creme de cassis liqueur, underlining like anise, licoricey notes, white pepper, underlining tones of tobacco, like red man tobacco. I mean, this wine is like deeply dense and delicious and dark and layered as a motherfucker. Good juice. I mean, you could smell this wine. It's like cologne. Like you could smell this wine for days. On the palate, God, polish. Extreme decadence. Thomas Brown to the T. This wine has decadence, richness, roundness, silky palate, pretty firm tannin, absolute remarkable balance. I'd say, God, like if you had to score this beast, it's over 95. I'm not like some critic that gives like official scores, but it's over 95. I mean, this motherfucker might be 98. I mean, it's really sexy, powerful, St. Helena expression. I mean, doesn't get any more pure, right? I mean, this is West St. Helena, hot summer days, rich, decadent Cabernet. All the rage for the price point. I think it's $150 or something like that. I bought it on their pre-sale, on their allocation. These wines are great. If you can get Rivers Marie, God, these are so underpriced for the value that they bring in. You can buy Thomas's other stuff. You can buy a Beckstoff or Tokalon from Schrader at $400 a bottle, whatever. You can pay the money for his wines, or you can just get his shit, which I definitely recommend. So I would say for me, like fucking 95 to 98 points on the Vidovich Lane, Rivers Marie, single vineyard Cabernet. Ripping good. I also want to drink it that fast, I want to enjoy it. But I gotta get on to the next wine. So, cheers to my yellow hose. This is the Oakville Terraces. So, this is East Oakville. I've always been a fan of East Oakville. West Oakville, obviously, is the jam. I mean, Beckstoffer, Tokelon, and you know everything that's over there on the western side. But East Oakville is home to Screaming Eagle. East Oakville is home to the Bacchus Vineyard by Joseph Phelps. East Oakville is home to Dalabal, the Turnbull vineyard up on the hillside up there. Leopoldina Vineyard is what they call it, but it's also known as the White's Vineyard. It's home to Rudd, Plumpjack. There's some really good East Oakville vineyards, and East Oakville brings the heat. East Oakville is extremely exposed to the afternoon sun. There's an uptick in East Oakville where like that bench gets all the heat. And out of Oakville, I think they're the richest, ripest wines, whereas the west side of Oakville, the wines are more floral and more fragrant and perhaps more elegant. These pack heat. So this is Oakville Terrace. It's a 2-acre block, as I mentioned, a couple hundred cases made. 2021 Rivers Marie Oakville Terraces. Violets, right? I mean, like, boom, violets, floral. It's more floral than the last wine I just smelled, whereas that was like gobs of black fruit. This is uplift and floral notes. Typical of Oakville to have that like scintillating, underlining like uplift of floral aromatic. It's a little bit cooler of a region down there than it is up in the northern side of St. Helena, which I believe brings more fervent aromatic complexity. Loads of violets, heats of violets. It's got some brambly dark fruits as well, but like it's more like a mixed bag of fruit and like mulberry. The white peppercorn and like the subtle hint of like stone fruit in this is significant. So it's weird talking about like stone fruits like peaches and apricots in red wine, but sometimes it hits, especially with Zinfandel. But I'm definitely getting some like peach pit. Ultraviolet, floral. There's some white flower notes in this as well. Some like star acacia. Deep complexity here. I mean, like probably more complex than the first. Wow. So ultra refined tannin. The other one I tasted was a little blockier, a little broader shouldered. This is like silk tannin. It's prevalent, but it's a ripe tannin. Ultra long finish. More red fruits involved. There's a raspberry tone behind it that's really beautiful, but there is some dark fruits as well. 100 points. So like, I don't like fucking care about scores. Doesn't matter to me, right? This is the best Cabernet I've had to date this year, and it's November 30th. Best Cabernet to date. I'm gonna have some good one this year. I've had some good one this year too. Probably the best one I've had all year. It's not surprising that it's Oakville for me, because Oakville sings to my heart. So that's why I like reviews, take them or leave them. Like, who gives a shit about a review? That's personal preference. But Oakville, this is a screamer. This is less than $200. It's a screamer. Ultra long finish. Red fruit's kind of singing now as it opens up. So I'm getting more of the raspberry, red, like ruby raspberry notes coming through it now. And the violets like sing true. This has some purpleness to it. Like this is like amethyst, right? It's like crushed rocked purple juice. Fucking smoke show. Smoke show. Kudos, Thomas Brown, for the Oakville Terraces 21 Rivers Marie. Dude, like, is there better? Like, is this the ultimate of expression of Cabernet? Like, what is it? Oakville. Like, give me a goddamn break. Give me a break, Oakville. Jesus. It's like so delicious factor like, I would rather, like, candy bars, like, don't mount up. Like, candy bars and potato chips don't mount up, which are like my favorite things. And fried chicken, by the way. Absolutely scintillating. Gorgeous undertones of this wine too. Like, the fruits are very pronounced, but there's so much going on in the background. There's a deep minerality behind it too, like a soil minerality, not like crushed rock minerality, but more of like a soil potting soil minerality with it. It has some earth to it. God, it's like a volcanic, like rust earth. Fuck, best Cabernet I've had all year. 100 points in my opinion. Flawless example of Cabernet from East Oakville. Absolutely scintillatingly flawless. Kudos. Rivers, if you can like find this wine, if it hasn't sold out already, which it probably already has on allocation, if you can seek this thing out. I don't even know if these wines get scored by like official critics. If they were, this wine would rip faces, right? 21 Rivers Marie Oakville Terraces. Thomas Brown. Holy smokers. Anyways, thanks for being with me. Thanks for watching the channel. I've done this for several years now, and never surprises me now when people like from like the other side of the country just like walk up to me randomly here in Napa Valley wherever I am and you're Thomas, you're the magic time dude. And I'm like happy that I even however insignificant this message is, that sometimes it reaches people and they make decisions in their lives that'll bring them closer to the truth of what wine is. So like I appreciate that. And if anyone's watching this, can you subscribe? Like subscribe, please. It's like I put effort into this. Like subscribe to the damn channel. I'll subscribe to you back. Like whatever. But like subscribe to it because I put effort into it and I do it for free. Like I'm not making money off this. This is my hobby. Like I love wine. It's my heart. So subscribe if you would. Anyways, cheers. Love you. Seek out Rivers Marie. If you're in on this allocation, I don't buy allocations. I'm not like some rich dude that like it's like 70 allocations. This is like my only one. And I will never stop buying it because of the quality. And to be fair, the review I gave yesterday about like their Napa Cab and somehow lowballed it at a 91 and a 92 point score. Listen, that wine's probably 95. It's probably like better than what I rated it at. It's just like the mood I was in yesterday. But that wine's rip roaring for $60 a bottle. This is unstoppable though. Best cab I've tasted all year. Cheers, baby.